Cruz is still on the floor.
Well, we'll see if we can catch that on our replays, if we get a good angle on what kind of contact caused this for Cruz to go down to the floor. Vincent Payne.
Training staff now already on the floor.
There's Cruz. Cruz is number 4.
And there it is. Bangaan with his own foot.
Was it the shoulder or was it the left arm after the contact?
It's tough to say.
Even if it's a mild hit, if it hits the weakest spot, what do they call it? The breadbasket?
Somebody's sternum.
That's very sensitive.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's very sensitive.
To get winded up.
Yes, you can.
That was seen in our Samsung Instant Replay. Samsung turn on tomorrow. The FEU crowd, of course, reacting in support of Cruz. Ateneo firing blanks from the outside here in the third quarter.
RR wants the ball. He was waving it down already, telling his teammates to be aggressive offensively.
Garcia again on the post against Montfort, off the glass. The tip-in attempt by Bringas, no good. Montfort chasing down the lead pass. Eram powers his way inside, picks up a Tamarao foul.
You see, that's what gets you. If you run the ball quickly, even though you don't get the score, sometimes you might get the secondary break. It might open up for you. As Montfort had to chase the ball down. Eram was one of the guys on the secondary break. As a trailer, found himself wide open in the paint, picks up the foul, goes to the free throw line.
Samsung Instant Replay. Samsung turn on tomorrow. Eram, 4 points scored in the first quarter. Has yet to put up numbers. Romeo has only 2 points in the game, and this kid averages 8.3 points a game.
And coming off the last time they played Ateneo, he was the hero of the ball game. 15 points and 10 rebounds, although 11 of those points came in the fourth quarter.
Lieutenant Garcia in the backcourt along with Cruz, Bringas, and Ramos in the front line for the Tamaraos. FEU looking for their first championship since 2005. Mendoza with a traveling violation.
Travel on the rookie here. And Ryan Brenneman trying to play to his head right now, applauding the mistake of Mendoza.
Timeout brought to you by Samsung. Turn on tomorrow. Ateneo displaying championship-type confidence against finals newcomers FEU here in the third quarter, DJ.
That's one of the best ways to describe it, Eric. They are really showing the championship poise, the confidence, experience cannot be taught. You have to earn it.
51-28 is the score in favor of Ateneo. They've been in full control. FEU hindi pa po lumalamang at all dito sa game na to. Exiliano underneath gets clobbered. Bringas will try again. Ramos on the third attempt for the Tamaraos, he puts it in.
Well, that's some good signs for them that they're getting to crash the offensive boards and getting second and third opportunities. But defensively, still a problem. They've traded baskets so far with Ateneo in this quarter. You can't just do that if you want to come back in the game.
Rare miscue, Benefit. Looking for Salva, couldn't find him. Solmich insta-cool play, high performance of the quarter. Solmich two-town with insta-cool top relief. Salamat just zigzagging his way inside the defense of FEU. Exiliano. Garcia on the catch and shoot. Quick whistle as there is a foul on FEU. PS Bank strong power moves on the finish na may prime rebate pa ang PS Bank home loan. Ramos with his 4th point of the game.
Many times we've seen Alex Ramos dominate ball games on both ends of the floor with his size, his basketball smarts, and his just ability to dominate the paint defensively. Today we have not seen even a shadow of that kind of Alex Ramos today.
Averaging 11.3 points a game is Ramos. Eram has been pretty active on the floor.
Remember, Ramos even was in the top 3 of the MVP candidates this year. He's one of the 3 best players of the UAAP this year.
Long, 11 on the shot clock. Taken away by RR Garcia. Great transition defense, though, by Ateneo. Exiliano cuts across the lane. Bringas forces his way inside and picks up a foul from Eram.
Well, lucky to get that foul off Eram, but look at Eram still just keeping his hands up, even though he picked up the foul there, challenging every single shot that comes his way. That's the opposite of what you're seeing for FEU. You don't see a big man of FEU doing what Eram is doing today. He's giving up his body, challenging everything.
16,800 strong inside the Araneta Coliseum. Sold out since, if I'm not mistaken, Wednesday. Take a look at the crowd. FEU side, though, very quiet since that early part of the first quarter. 16,834, if I'm not mistaken, is the number you saw at the top of your TV screens. Live for the first time po sa ABS-CBN Channel 2 on Game 1 of the UAAP Finals. Salamat rattles it in.
Even the tough shots, even the tough shots are dropping for Ateneo. They're getting the breaks.
Everything going right for the back-to-back defending champs. Under 4 minutes to play in the third. 9 on the shot clock. Romeo for 3. Yes! 5 points for Romeo.
They're going to need more of that. I mean, in the second quarter, the second half, you're seeing much better execution offensively for them. 5 of 11 from the field for the Dabanos for 45%. But they've got to make the stops. They've got to become more aggressive defensively and force some miscues of the Eagles.
Salamat finds a way to launch it, but under heavy traffic. Defense of FEU, DJ picking up in the third quarter.
A little bit, but they got to do much more and be consistent with it the whole half.
Drop pass by Romeo to Eximiniano. FEU starting to get on a roll.
They're down by 18 now. Remember, they did start the quarter down by 21, but it didn't go as high as 26. 26, yeah.
Eram finds Chua underneath. Fouled by Bringas.
Well, make him earn it. Make him earn it from the free throw line. Not like first half. He had 3 of those uncontested in the first half.
Timeout from Samsung. Turn on tomorrow. Game 1 of the finals of the UAAP Season 73 dito po sa Araneta Coliseum. 53-35. Ateneo with the lead over FEU. Justin Chua has been pretty active on the floor. 9 points for Chua at the end of the first half. Axe man of the game. Ladies just can't get enough of Drew Copuyo from Ateneo, our axe man of the game. One of the key guys for the Blue Eagles, Justin Chua, who's found many openings underneath the basket. Easy layups in the first half.
It's been too easy for Justin Chua. I mean, he hasn't even been challenged to really play his game. Wherein he likes to spot up 15 feet away from the basket in the baseline or at the elbow to get those kick-out passes and be the guy to drill the mid-range shot.
And it's very surprising to see Ateneo this confident, this good, when in fact they lost 3 key guys coming into this season.
Right. And also losing the 2 matchups they had against FEU this year so far.
And while FEU roster intact since last season.
Only lost 1 guy, really, Mark Baroka, who technically
was lost in the second half anyway.
Not going to be eligible this year, but you can't blame FEU for having to make adjustments this year. It's Ateneo having to make some major adjustments, and they've adjusted so far. And it's just really, if you look at it, going back to the Final Four even, Ateneo has stepped up their game. The way they dominated against Adamson was a step up already. The way FEU struggled against LaSalle, it was not. It was a step up to the next level.
Very true. Clear man precision stop. Clear anti-damage Shampoo's high precision stop of the game. And that shot by Salamat Yakisobra. Move! Brought to you by Nisi Yakisoba. Nisi Yakisobra. Sarap. 8 on the shot clock. Cervantes. Wild. But the tip in either by Ramos or Eximiniano. You take your pick.
Take your pick. 2 points is 2 points. They'll take that. Lead down to 18 now with a minute 27 to go in the third quarter.
It's the lowest the lead of Ateneo has ever been here in the third quarter. 1 point for 3. Yes!
At yan pa, ito siguro sinasabi ni Coach Norman, we're not playing our best. Their hero in the Final Four, who had 6 3-pointers and scored 22 points, has yet to make noise from beyond the arc. And now that Iloilo native just says, may hapon din sa inyong tanan sa Iloilo.
42.4% from beyond the arc is Eman Monfort. That 3 attempt by Romeo rattles out. Under a minute remaining in the third quarter, and chance of goal. Ateneo ringing loudly inside the Araneta Coliseum. That would have driven the Ateneo crowd wild if Monfort got that in. Was the layup almost for Cervantes, the foul from behind from Herbois.
You see the hulig na, no? That's it. Sinusubo na sa rin.
Here is our Powerade hyper play of the quarter. Get back on defense, push the ball on offense, step up your game with Powerade. Mentos 3-point shot by 1/4 from Mentos Rainbow because it's better to know what's coming next.
So many weapons for Ateneo. Many of their wins, we've seen different guys step up and become heroes for the Eagles. It's a bit of a double-edged sword. Coach Norman likes it to his advantage and it's difficult to stop them. On the other end, some critics say it shows their weakness of lacking a go-to guy, a clear, clutch go-to guy in the close games. Hence their record of only 3-4 in games that were decided by 4 points or less.
Gonzaga checks in for Ryan Buenafe, and Lodel will replace R.R. Garcia. Jack and Jill Fantastic Moments brought to you by Jack and Jill Snacks. Life's fun for the Ateneo crowd, definitely. It's been all Blue Eagles until that 40.5 mark, or second mark, in the third quarter.
FEU scoring much better here in this third quarter, but defensively, nothing great. There's been a little bit of some headway, but look, Ateneo still dominated by 22 points, possibly 23. After Justin Chua, another great play of good movement without the ball.
Another great execution of the pick and roll by Salamat. And Justin Chua just hammering the points in. Alaksan FR Arayco, Galinko, shot of the game by Chua. Alaksan FR Arayco, Galinko, and Chua with 13 points in the game, TJ. Wow. And Ateneo gets the last crack at the basket, courtesy of, again, good rebounding. 6 on the shot clock and beat clock. Salamat dribbled way too much. Lodel in the final seconds couldn't get it to fall.
Well, they scored much better, but they still end up with a point down from what they began this third quarter with Ateneo with a ginormous 22-point lead.
60-38 Ateneo over FEU. Score update brought to you by KFC UAAP Snack Box. Watch out for the announcement of the winning school who will get 3 days of free KFC chicken. Fourth quarter about to get underway dito sa Araneta Coliseum. And if FEU can't sort themselves out in the last 10 minutes, magkakatotoo yung sinisigaw ng Blue Bubble battalion member dito sa likod natin na magkita-kita na tayo sa bonfire.
That's how confident even the crowd is as you look at the quarter scoring. Miserable first quarter for the Damaraos, 8 points and only 13 in the second quarter. That's why they built up that lead. Oh, that allowed Ateneo to dominate this moment so far. It's still up at 20.
Watch out who will be our PS Bank Maasahan Player of the Season on September 30. That's this Thursday during the UAAP Awards at 2:30 in the afternoon. Points, TJ, of FEU is the lowest score after 3 quarters in the finals.
Since 2003. Previous low was actually 2003. Held by Ateneo at 39 points.
Against FEU, so they're returning the favor, sort of. Let's go to Jessica Mendoza.
Eric, it's gotten pretty nasty out there, but the Ateneo coaching staff insists that the boys keep their cool. Huwag tayo mapipikon, don't give them a reason to fight back. Let's just play good basketball, we were told. Now, other reminders for the Blue Eagles for this final quarter. Talk to each other, huwag mapapagod at dagdagan pa ang defense. Now, before the huddle broke, Coach Norman added, let's not let RR get going. Eric and TJ.
Thanks, Jessica. Samson courtside update turn on tomorrow. RR not starting the fourth quarter.
And good recognition there by Coach Norman back in the coaching staff. They know very well how RR can just dominate at will and turn it on.
Samsung instant replay. Samsung turn on tomorrow. Romeo trying to turn it on para sa Tamaraos ngayong hapon na to. But so far, to no avail. Cervantes against Golia. And been that kind of afternoon.
And you know, one thing that we mentioned at the beginning of the coverage that actually Jessica told us about the strategy for the big men of Ateneo is to avoid foul trouble because they're lacking one key guy. Wala nga si Jumbo Escueta serving a suspension after racking up 2 unsportsmanlike fouls. And so far, it has not been the case. For Eram, Goya, and Chua, they've been able to really control themselves in terms of the fouls.
Turnover dun para kay Cervantes as he lost control along the sidelines. Let's go to Steph C.
No final game is ever an easy match, so from the very beginning, the Tamaraos already anticipated this challenge. And with one last quarter left, the Tamaraos still hope that they will attempt to take the lead. Having a lot of maturity and experience, the Tamaraos believe that it's still possible to conquer this match because the game isn't over until the final buzzer beats. Coach Glenn knows that he has a lot of talented players, so he expects them to step up in the final stretches. During the huddle, Coach told his boys to sustain their energy and, of course, to stick to their game plan. So for this final quarter, the Tamaraos will do their best to score a lot of baskets and to stop Ateneo's fast break. Eric and TJ.
Thanks, Steph. Samson Courtside Update turn on tomorrow. Who will be our Jollibee champ of the season? Find out September 30, Thursday, sa ating UAAP Awards, 2:30 p.m. Romeo being aggressive, just short. Gonzaga behind the back dribble. Austria just scored a basket earlier, looking to attack. This time around, too aggressive. Offensive foul.
FPU has not scored, Eric, in the last 2 minutes and 5 seconds of this fourth quarter, considering the fact that their highest output in any quarter this game has been 18 points in the third quarter, and they started this quarter down 22. You do the math. How difficult it will be if they do want to mount a comeback and win this ballgame.
You just saw our Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Nissin Yakisobrang sarap. Coach Glenn Capasio furiously shuffling his guys, looking for the right combo. Already 2 minutes plus gone by dito sa ating fourth quarter. Does he have ample time, DJ, to mount a solid comeback?
It's going to take a bit of a miracle. Let's put it that way. You know, you're going to have one of those kind of runs, like a 20-2 run, something like that. You know, we've seen those though in the UAB. We've seen that happen, yeah.
And that could be the start. A shot from the outside by Garcia. That's the second three-point shot, 11 for Garcia.
Still though, a big 21-point deficit staring them in the face. Ateneo just has to play smart. Use the clock, don't turn the ball over.
Long from the outside. There's a stop that FEU badly needs. Garcia looking for an opening, holding the defense of Ateneo. Romeo. Right on the shot clock para sa Tamaraos. Thomas, long two.
Big defensive rebound there by Borja. The only Lucian, the only big man there in the midst of 2 defenders or rebounders for FAU.
Ateneo showing why they're number 2 in rebounds sa Liga this season. FEU number 3. Long is bothered by Romeo. Gives it up. Back on Austria. Finds an opening. Austria! 4 points here in the fourth quarter. 8 all in all.
Even the role players who will come in for limited minutes for Coach Norman Lack have been responding and performing in both ends of the court.
High screen being put up by Cruz. Garcia doesn't use it. Nondu from the outside. Goes inside the paint. Not even close on that attempt. 6:01 remaining sa ating fourth quarter. Much taller Romeo on Montfort. Eman finds an opening, and the smallest guy on the court contributing for Ateneo, making mincemeat of the defense of FEU.
Just dissecting it at will, like a hot knife on butter. Parting of the yellow sea, name it what you want. It's just been looking too easy for the Eagles today.
9 points for Montfort as Romeo knocks in another 3. 8 points now for Terrence Romeo.
You know, if you do the math, it's really, really, really difficult for FEU to still come back and win this ballgame. But one thing they want to gain back is have a respectable outcome. Don't be beaten in game 1 by a 20-point blowout. At least manage it even in single digits. Go about 9 points or 8 points or probably 12, something like that, but not 20 points.
3-point shot by Garcia, brought to you by Mentos Rainbow, because it's better to know what's coming next. And Austria has been pouring into points. That's our Powerade Hyper Play of the quarter. Get back on defense, push the ball on offense, step up your game with Powerade. And getting into the act here in the fourth quarter, Eman Montfort, Solmiuk's Insta-Cool play, high performance of the quarter. Solmiuk's two-tap with Insta-Cool cock relief. Crowd getting ready to erupt on that three-pointer from the corner by Montfort. That didn't go. Halfway to go dito sa ating fourth quarter. Nondu posting up on Golia. Out to Kawali, who has seen limited minutes after being inserted into the starting lineup by FEU. KFC Snack Box hardcore fan of the game. Watch out for the winning school to get 3 days of free KFC chicken meals. I'd be cheering like that if I get free chicken meals, right? Now, who will be chosen as our Appleton Most Improved Player of the Season? The day of the UAAP Awards, September 30, Thursday, 2:30 p.m. Don't miss it. One for three at the line is Kawali. Make that 1 for 4. Tip and attempt. Bringas gets back his own miss. Bringas blocked from behind. It stays with FEU with 21 on the shot clock. 66-45 in favor of Ateneo. For those of you listening sa ating AM broadcast.
When I'm looking at the stats, Eric, I'm seeing the starters of FEU beginning to catch up with their average numbers in terms of points. Guys like Garcia, Romeo, and average numbers with Cervantes. But the bench has really been the big disappointment for FEU. In stark contrast, the bench of Ateneo has really picked up their ball game.
Kirk Long finishes on the break with the help of Eman Montfort. Ateneo crowd really feeling it right now. 4:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. That rattles out for Aldous Ramos. 68-45 Ateneo. A double foul called here by the officials.
We call them Adam and Kawali. They look to me giving some nice elbows to each other at the post.
Cornero fast break. Sarap ng fast break na yun. Parang sarap na Cornero. Sarap ng 20. Long finishing with the left. 4 personal fouls on Adam. That's going to be crucial for Kuzman Black. He might not have the services of Adam towards the end of this game if Adam's not careful. But is the point moot already, TJ? Well, we'll find out when we come back. 3:52 remaining in the fourth quarter. Ateneo 68, FEU 45. And Adam fouls out of the ball
Just
game.
as you mentioned, Eric, that they had to return at the end of the game, but they're up by 23 big points still.
Our rebound brought to you by Magnolia, your fresh low-fat milk. Drink your Magnolia milk. But at this point, TJ, is it moot already for Coach Solomon Black to lose one of his best big guys?
Yeah, as long as they play smart, as long as they play the clock and use up every single second of the clock as much as possible. Just do the math. It's impossible for FEU to still come back and win this ball game. They can come back and get a respectable lead down to have this final score, something more decent to look at when they wake up tomorrow and to look at the papers, you know. And still, Ateneo snapped their dominance today as the more experienced team. Championship experience is a major factor that I guess a lot of people, even us, even we kind of overlooked that part. We looked at what was happening this year. We looked at how FEU did as individuals this year and expected them to really continue on. And we were all shocked with the kind of performance that the Eagles brought on today.
Striking performance since, and you know, we'd like to tell you again that Ateneo lost key players, Baclao, Husseini, and Jaireas coming into the season. And they also lost to FEU in the first 2 meetings, although not by much. 3 points, 2 points in the first and second round, meeting in the eliminations.
Exactly. But as we've always said, ball games can be won or lost in the span of 2-3 minutes. And the first 2-3 minutes of this ball game, I think, was what lost it already for FEU.
Very critical. We just saw our Samsung Instant Replay Samsung turn on tomorrow. Ateneo just blew the game wide open in the first 2-3 minutes, and FEU never recovered from there. Dribbling violation against Ryan Buenafit with 2:33 remaining. It's a 70-47 advantage for the Blue Eagles.
I mean, if you ask Coach Norman Black, I don't think they would have expected to beat FEU this way. and do it the whole game. And maybe have a great stretch and be big in a certain period of the game, but I don't think they would have expected to have full dominance all game long.
And it seems like Coach Glenn Capasio is throwing in the towel, TJ, as he has already rested R.R. Garcia. And some of the second stringers are in the ballgame already.
That's right. We got Cruz and Big as two rookies on the floor right now. We got another guy who hardly sees action. We gotta pick up the lineup sheet right now. If you're looking at number 9 guy for FU,
He's Guerrero.
There you go.
And a round of applause for the Blue Eagles who have stepped out already. Salamat will check out for the final time in this game. As these will be garbage minutes, I guess, for both teams. Last 2 minutes brought to you by PS Bank. Self-recognition and brand new great power. PS Bank home loan, usually the most crucial time of the game. But for Ateneo and the crowd, upon the announcement of the last 2 minutes, they just erupted in cheers. Buenafe swarmed by 4 defenders. Salva, the fake, and it goes in. Salva with 10 points, 14 for Kirk Long, and 13 for Justin Chua. Those are your double-digit leading scorers for Ateneo. While for FEU, no player except for R.R. Garcia in double digits. That's 11.
You know, one side note for the Ateneo fans, and in particular if you're a Eric Salamat fan, the last 2 years, he's kind of disappeared in the final series. He's had good averages. In 2008, he averaged about 8 points a ball game. He went down to 2 points a ball game in the final series. Last year, he averaged 11 points a ball game, then he also went down to around 2 points a ball game in the final series. Today, so far in game 1, pretty good numbers. 8 points and 4 out of 11 from the field for Eric Salamat. That's a good contribution, and also 6 assists. 6 assists for Eric Salamat today for the Blue Eagles.
Wow. Really doing it all for the Blue Eagles. Eric Salamat and the crowd of Ateneo. A round of applause for the Blue Eagles for a job well done this afternoon. Under a minute remaining in the 4th quarter.
And we did say that Ateneo is the #1 defensive team in the league, averaging 62 points a game, only given to their opponents. But in their losses, they've given up 69 points a game against FEU. In those 2 games, they've given up 73 points on average. But today, this is an insane number. Holding down FEU in the finals, so 47 points and only 27% field goal shooting.
Nico Salva checks out for Art De La Cruz Jr. The starters are now resting, save for Justin Chua and Ryan Buenafe for Ateneo. It's a very surprising performance by FEU, first of all, because Ateneo, you'd expect them to be dominant, you'd expect them to do what they do. But FEU reacted negatively, I guess, to what Ateneo put out on the floor.
Wala silang counter punch as early as the 1st quarter, and that's what it wrote. That's what, you know, that's all she wrote. After that, Ateneo just continued doing what they were doing well, defending well, running at every opportunity, and FEU just had difficult time scoring against the suffocating defense of the Eagles.
El Cervantes averaging 10.9 points a game. No field goals today. 7 points from 7 free throws.
Wow, that's a good thing to point out. I did notice that. I did see he has 7 points, but he is the 3rd leading scorer of the team. He averages about 8 points a ball game, so not so bad in terms of our averages. But you're right, no field goals for Riel Cervantes. A lot of those shots, sinusubo na lang. He's 0 for 5 for the game, 0 for 4 from 2-point territory. And just one of the many moments of miserable performances for FEU today. They're going to want to forget this ball game, not look at the score sheets, not look at the stats, not look at the newspapers tomorrow, and come to game 2 fresh, wanting to win it twice in a row if they want to come home with the crown.
Despite the lack of Big Ben with the suspension of Jumbo Escueta, did not face Ateneo as they take the win in game 1, 72.